Hi, this is Nicky Price from diamondmlmtraining.com, and in today's marketing tip video I want to talk about a daily action plan for the sort of tasks that you should be doing daily if you want to build a successful business online. And this is in response to numerous requests through my group and through people on my list. So here's the thing, it's not that easy to be able to suggest an exact strategy of what you should be doing to build your business. And I would say to you as well that if that's what you're looking for, an exact task list of what to do daily, then you're thinking more like an employee rather than an entrepreneur. What you want to be doing is focusing on income producing activities. So that's the key thing. Yes, there's always going to be some sort of mundane tasks that you're going to have to do in the background as well. But you need to be focusing on income producing activities. So what are those sort of things? What are they in your business? Well, I can certainly give you some tips. I've got 4 tips here of what I would suggest you definitely include as part of your daily task list. Okay, so firstly, you need to be getting your message out there. So what is your message? And you're sort of thinking, well, I don't know what my message is. I just want to get people sales and sign-ups into my business. So I don't know what my message is. Well, that's your first area that you need to look at, because in order for you to attract leaders to your team, which I presume that's what you want, then you need to be thinking like a leader and acting like a leader, because you have to be the person that you want to attract. Leaders are not just going to join you. Ask yourself, why would people join me? What have I got that I can show people? If you have a simple strategy to help people to generate just 5 leads a day online, and you're willing to share that with people, then people are going to be attracted to you. So when I say get your messaging across, what I mean by that is you need to be sharing something of value. Now that could be through a blog post or a video like this sort of thing, where I'm sharing some tips and strategies with you. So that could be a blog post, a video, it could be through social media, notes, however you choose to get your message out, whatever suits you the best, then that's the way you should do it. I would strongly suggest blogging and video marketing, because they're the 2 most powerful forms of getting your message across. But obviously through email marketing as well, once you've built a list of subscribers, that's very powerful too, because you certainly just don't want to be just sending out links to people. That offers no value to people. And why would people want to join you if all you're going to teach them is how to spam your links everywhere? So that's the first thing. Get some content out there that is going to help the biggest problems your target market has. So whoever it is you're trying to attract, what problems have they got and how can you help fix those problems? Go Google it, go find out, and then go and read a few blog articles that other people have maybe written, and then go and paraphrase it yourself, put it into your own words. Certainly don't go and plagiarize other people's content. Just go and put it into your own words and make it your strategy, and then do that strategy yourself. If it's something that's going to help them generate leads or sales into their business, then make sure you're inputting that into your own business and then sharing your results. It's a very, very powerful form of learning, and that's what point number 2 is. But just going back to getting your message out there, get your content out there, but of course have a clear call to action. We've just said the most important part of your business is the income producing activities, and the income producing activities happen when people are actually looking at your sales page. That's what creates the income in your business, when people is going through the sales page and signing up to your business. So clear call to action at the end. If you'd like to learn more about these sort of tips and strategies, contact me about how we can work together, or just put a clear call to action on the end of every piece of content that you make. Every piece of content should have a purpose, and it should have a clear call to action, maybe related to the post, on how people can contact you, how they can work with you, how they can buy a product, how they can find out more about you. Just make yourself available online for the people that want to work with you. So that's the first thing that's absolutely key. Content is definitely king on the internet. People are searching for information, and once you understand that and you know how to get your content maybe even to rank in the search engines, then that's how people are going to find you. And there's lots of different ways to do that, and I'll have to cover that in another video because that is a whole different topic. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number two, personal development. Now, one of the mentors that I've worked with, who's a multi-million dollar earner in the industry, he will not work with anybody unless you follow the 30-30-30 rule. So what is the 30-30-30 rule? The 30-30-30 rule is 30 minutes of personal development each day. So that could be in the form of audio training, that could be in the form of webinar training. Personal development, it's more about the mindset, because I can tell you the mindset is probably 90% of your success. I can tell you, if you go into your business thinking, I'll just give it a go, I'll see how I get on, I might do it, I might do this, it's not going to happen. Think about the words that you're thinking. Think about everything that you're putting into your head about, I'll dip my toe in and just see if it works. Because if you're saying that sort of thing internally, it's not going to work. I can tell you that unless I'm 100% behind the business that I'm promoting, my results will be very lackluster. And that's because you're not feeling it. You're not totally in line with the positive messages that you really need to make a successful business. So make sure that you're taking in personal development and getting into the right mindset. 30 minutes of that daily. Now, my mentor always recommends as well 30 minutes of reading every single day, because the more you're taking in, this could be about your skill, whatever it is. So if you're a network marketer, then you should be learning from network marketing leaders about the skill that they have that takes to build a business. So you need to be taking in personal development, 30 minutes of, and 30 minutes of skill, value. How can you increase your value? Because if you're not increasing your value each day, you're actually going backwards in terms of your learning. You need to go to bed knowing more today than you did yesterday. And that way you're always going to have fresh and good content to be able to share in your messaging, because you're going to be learning things each and every day. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, and the final 30, the 30-30-30, the final 30 is to do it for 30 days, because it's actually proven, in fact it's not 30 days, it's 21 days. If you can do something for 21 days in a row, most people can't if it's something that's not, doesn't come easy to them, but if you can do something for 21 days in a row, that forms a new habit. And therefore, if you do that for 30 days in a row, you have yourself a good habit. So 30 days of personal development, 30 days of learning more about your own skill, your industry, your trade, and do that for 30 days. And you have a brand new and good routine into your day. Okay, number 3 is actually marketing. Well, if you're going to get your message out there, if you're going to do a blog post, or if you're going to do a video like this, then it's no good just sitting on your hard drive. You've got to actually get this video out, and you've got to get your blog post out so that people can actually find it and see it. And that's a very important part. It is the marketing of your business, because as you're doing that consistently, and trust me, people will watch you when you start to do something consistently. I have people that are maybe on my friends list, and they said, I've been watching you for 2 years before I decided to be in contact. So never underestimate the power of the content that you have out there, and that people are watching you and they're seeing if you're consistent or not, because they're looking for consistent leaders. That's what people are looking for somebody that can show them the way, to help them speed up the process of being able to be successful themselves. And they're looking for communities of people that can help. And they're looking for a leader, that is actually going to be able to show them that path. So be consistent with your content, be consistent with your marketing, and getting your message out there. There's no point having 5 videos, doing them all in one day, and then doing nothing for the next 5 days. You will lose the people that are watching you daily. So, do five videos on a Monday, do 5 different tips on a Monday, and then syndicate them on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that you've got fresh, good content going out there all the time. And if you do that on a blog, then the search engines will love that you're being consistently updating your blog. So that's a great tip. So marketing. Now, I will do a separate video on where you can put your content, because that's a completely different subject, and that will really help you to get your content out there if you know exactly where you can put your content. So there's the obvious places like Facebook, all the big social media, and there's certain blogging sites and syndication tools that you can use to get your messaging out there. So I'll cover that in a separate video, but that's point number 3 is marketing. Now, point number 4, most people probably wouldn't have this or put this into a daily task, but I do, because it's very, very important. And that is to take care of yourself, to actually get up and do some exercise, and to not just sit here. Because sometimes when we sit in our home offices, you can get backache from the chairs hurting. You need to, I've got a dog, so I have a very good excuse to get up and go outside. Doesn't matter what the weather is, I have to go outside there. And I tend to do the morning walk, and I can combine that with doing some audio training, listening to some motivational stuff that's going to really get me in the mood to create my content and to get my messaging out there. So you can multitask. If you're still working, you can do this on the way to work. Instead of filling your mind with stuff from the radio, you can fill your mind with stuff from an audio training. But physical, keeping yourself fit, keeping yourself healthy is really, really important. So, have some water by the side of you. Make sure you get up regularly every hour, and then you'll find that you're a lot more productive in the time that you a lot more productive and focused in the time that you do have at your desk. So I hope you've enjoyed those 4 tips. As I say, there's always other stuff that you can build around that, but remember, you're in business to make money, and therefore your primary objective is to get your messaging out there and to get people looking at your sales page, because that is what is going to bring in the money for you. Later on, you're going to have to do a lot of team stuff, team building. You just have to add to those 4 things. But if you can keep the consistency with certainly those 3, and I believe in the physical side as well, then you will have a successful and thriving business that's continually bringing you fresh leads consistently. Okay, so I hope that's helped. Just finally, if you are struggling to make money online at the moment, then here's my call to action. We have a brand new free 14-day training course that has been done by my multi-millionaire mentor, the one that tells me about 30-30-30. And what he's done is put together a most innovative and exciting training that I have ever seen. And it's 14 days. We'll show you exactly how to make your first commission online. And in fact, we just took 2 complete newbies through this training, and they earned over $3,000 in their first 14 days. Now, I can't guarantee you those results, income disclaimer here, but what I can guarantee you is that you will see some of the most exciting training that you've ever seen. It's the most in-depth and most detailed training that you'll ever get for free. Okay, but as I say, I don't know your work ethic. I don't know whether you'd stick to a 14-day plan to know whether or not you could have the same results, but it's absolutely free. So if you'd like to get involved in this training, then I'll put the link across here right now. Okay, and I will speak to you on my next marketing tip. Okay, you take care. Bye-bye.